So I have a plan now, and I've scribbled it up on my little chalkboard thing up here just so that I can keep track of it, but I will overlay so you guys can see. My plan is quite loose. It's more, I think it's 5 things, 6 things that I intend to do every day, but that's as deep as that plan goes. It doesn't go into details because it means for myself, I feel if I start imposing the details on things at the start anyway, it's going to be harder to stick to the plan. I've got a check mark against each and every one of them. And as I do it, I tick it off. And I will just tell you what those are. Number 1 is back. Number 2 is body. Number 3 is mind. Number 4 is work. Number 5 is education. And number 6 is just kind of chill, relax, just have time to do what you want. Those are the things that I want to focus on. My back, because obviously if you don't know, I've had spinal surgery, so I'm in recovery, and it's important that I focus on getting that recovery right. So it's a reminder to myself that I have to do the exercises, the strengthening and the stretches and stuff that I have been given. Body, again, is me saying, look, I need to just work out. I need to do some sort of resistance, some sort of physical thing for the body. Now, this is what I'm saying about it doesn't go into detail. I'm not saying I have to spend an hour doing it. I'm not saying I have to do like 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, whatever. I'm saying I have to dedicate time to do some sort of resistant exercise. Mind for me is kind of getting some clarity and just going out, relaxing and just kind of having a little bit of relief in the mind. To me, what that translates to is going for my walk, which I know can overlap with exercise, but for me personally, I separate the two. I see the mind as more of a focus about the mind. So if I'm out walking, I'm not working on the exercise part of the walk. I'm more contemplating the mind side of things. It's where I go to think things through. It's where I go to turn things over in my mind. It's where I go to kind of free the mind a little bit as well. Then we've got work, and work is kind of tricky because of my condition at the minute and my situation with my last employer and things like this. Work for me is usually down to 2 things. It's where I'm going to put the work and effort into my YouTube channels. If you don't know, I've got a couple. They are all monetized. So if I dedicate the time to those, it helps me build those and grow those. It's also somewhere where I'm putting time into things that have a potential to earn me money. For example, you guys don't know this because I haven't covered it. I quit the gym and I use that money to join a community that's local around here. Now that community is awesome because it's very practical. They've got like a thing that turns wood. I can't remember, like a lathe. They've got a lathe. They've got laser engravers, cutters, 3D printers. They've got all sorts of electrical power tools and everything else. And it is a very community-based project. So you pay a membership and you have access to all the tools and all the stuff. And there's people there that help kind of educate you on the machinery and you go through. So I've gone there and weirdly enough, I've had somebody approach me for a commission already. So that work time is where I focus on those current things that I have that could potentially provide me with an income. Then we have education. Education is where I'm going to set aside time to learn something. And I'm talking like actually learn something. So for instance, at the moment, I am doing a free course on Coursera, I think it's called, about AI and machine learning. Now, I'm trying to understand how the whole coursing works on Coursera because it's like the course is free, but to have your kind of grade at the end of it, you have to pay for it. So you have to pay for the test, but all the course material is free. So I'm going to give this first one a try and see what I think. 4-week-long course at the minute, from what I understand, but those weeks are really short. It's like 2 to 3 hours, so you can do it in a day. So at the moment, I'm working through that 4-week course, and I'm going to be on day 2 today / day 3, depending on when you watch this video. And I'm just kind of getting a feel for it, if it's the right course at least. Because right now, after day 1, it doesn't feel like it's the right course. But I want to give things a chance. If I can do this in, days rather than weeks, it's going to give me an idea if it's the right thing. So education is about trying to find free resources to educate myself in any area. At the minute, for some reason, I've got that kind of bug for the curiosity towards AI and that kind of thing. So I'll see what there is out there, and I'll go down that path. And the whole idea of the education bit is to potentially, obviously, give me skills and understanding in different aspects of life, which can potentially open doors for different work directions, something like that. And then finally, we've got chill. And I've got chill on there because it's a time when I think I need to focus my time because I get distracted too easy. So when I should be like educating or working, because it's all from the internet, it's too easy just to go, oh, I'll just go over here and procrastinate over here. But if I set solid time out where I have to get this finished, then I have my own time to chill and do whatever. I feel that it gives more structure to stuff. So that is my plan. Now, I don't honestly know how well it was going to work, how long it's going to work for, or anything like that. I intend to do it for the whole of October. But like I say, the importance of building habit and routine so that you can consistently do something is kind of like the biggest thing here. And by trying to do 6 things every day, it's a big change, because realistically, I've only been incrementing really small. So I've only been really focusing on one thing. I haven't introduced anything overly complicated onto that, but we are going to do that now in October. I've got my plan. I've tried to build a structure, and I'm like, this is what I need to do. It's not what I want to do, it's what I need to do. And I think there's a difference there between want and need. It's too easy to want to do stuff and not do it. Whereas I think if I highlight the importance of need, I need to do this. If I want to change my position, my life, whatever, I need to do this. So that is the hope in having a plan. And I hear that having a plan is like, it's a massive help, because once you have something written, and that's why I've put it there, because I'm going to see it like every day. I'm going to see that every day. So it's going to be constantly there. I think it's important to have a plan so that you have some sort of thing to follow. Now, that's why I've also kept it loose, because if you guys don't know, I'm useless with knowing what my direction is. So I've tried to help myself out by focusing on the things that I definitely do know, my back, my mind, my body, and then kind of left it a little bit open for things that I'm unsure about. Education, for example, is a great one. There's a lot of free resources out there that you can click on that you want to get some education, and then it will go, okay, what subject you want? And it will give you a list of subjects. Then you can work through those subjects. That, for me, is probably going to be quite helpful, because if I don't know what it is that I wish to do, going somewhere that offers a range of subjects means I can go, I want to try this one, see where I get to with that, see how I like it. If I like it, then I can go further into it. If I don't like it, I can try something else. And it feels that I'm moving forward. It feels like I'm actively trying to go in the right direction. Whether or not it seems like that from an external point of view, I don't honestly know. But for my internal, for me, it feels like this plan is hopefully going to give me some sort of active progression forwards. It's giving me a structure. It's giving me something that I need to follow. And hopefully it's going to give me that shove, you know? I don't know. Fingers crossed. I will just get on with it, really. I'm doing pretty well. I've already got 3 things ticked off today. I've just got work and education. Have I got work? Yeah, I just got work, education, and chill just happens in the evening anyway. So, but I need to have it up there so that the time is separate. I hope it works. There's no reason at all why it doesn't work. Unless I get overwhelmed and I start to lose time, then I have to be sensible about what I kind of, not knock off, but where I can shave time so that I can still focus on it. But I have to be realistic. It's better to achieve some things than no things. So rather than getting in my own head and feeling like it's all gone to pot, I have to focus on things. And if I'm being brutally honest, the one things that I want to focus on most are my back, because it is the most important thing right now, and my mind, and I'd say education, because they're the things that are going to make the biggest differences in the future. I guess wish me luck, and I hope to see you another time. Take it easy, guys. Thank you.